All right, guys, as you can see, this is officially my first YouTube video. A lot of people on Instagram, a lot of people on Discord, a lot of people who, saw me trading from the beginning until now over the past 2 years, they have been asking me, yo, Live for Pips, when are you going to start being on YouTube? When are you going to start dropping free gems? So I've decided, you know what? My entire journey moving forward, I'm going to post it on YouTube. Some situations I went through in the past, I'll post it on YouTube. But moving forward, I'm gonna be documenting my entire journey on YouTube, right? So I hope you guys enjoy the journeys. I would love to hear the negative comments. I would love to hear the positive comments under each and every video that I post. Negative comments get me better. Positive comments, they help motivate me, right? So moving forward, as you guys can see right here, the name of the video, how I go about trading every single morning. You guys can see, my whole process and everything in this video. So I hope you guys love this breakdown. It's not pretty long. So, you guys are sit back, watch, and enjoy. All right, cool. All right, guys. So basically, I'm going to go over my trade that I took. Today's the 30. I think I took it yesterday. I think if I'm correct, I took it yesterday morning during New York session on US30. As you guys can see over here, I trade US30 mostly. It's my number one pair. Then I trade GU and I trade a little bit of NZD USD, right? So every morning when I get up, the first thing I do, I have my zones marked out a long time ago. So I just keep my charts like this, don't pay attention to the mess here. But, I keep my charts like this all the time because it works for me, The better I get, I know I can get rid of the zones, but, I just keep it on the chart. Why not, So every morning I get up, I pay attention to the first thing I pay attention to is the direction, right? If I can know the direction of where the market is going, now my process gets much easier because once I know the direction, the only thing that's left now is for me to get the pattern that works best for me, right? And that's pretty much trading. And we tag that along with risk management, right? So that's pretty much what I think about when I get up in the morning. What's the direction I'm going into? Let's see if I get the patterns I love. And then the next thing is risk management, right? So if you're a master at those three things, I think you'll be successful, right? That's the best summary I think I can give you guys, or if somebody can give you that's, seeing any profits whatsoever from trade, right? So when I look at the chart, yesterday I realized price hit 35,400, which is a very strong level in the past and everything, right? What I do is, yesterday, at times I'll scalp if I see a scalping opportunity, or if I see a good opportunity on US30 on a higher time frame, I'll trade. But for this particular trade, it was a scalp, right? I think I caught 101 pips, right? So what I did is I realized that during London session, the market created this level here, right? So this was the area that was acting both as support and as resistance right here. So there was somewhat of a consolidation going on here. So I know, you guys know, once we have a consolidation, we just wait for a breakout, right? So for this particular trade, my strategy was going based off the breakout that happened here, and we didn't really get a retest of the zone, right? As you can see in the 5-minute, price popped out and it just kept on going. So in my eyes, I'm saying to myself, at this point, at 35,133 and also 35,077, those are two areas that we can, potentially see price going to, okay? So what I did is I realized that price came back down and wicked out. So let's go. We saw price pushed up back, right? Saw price failing to break this area. So I said, okay, cool. The next thing that I like is the fact that around this point, we actually created on the 1 minute, let me go on the 1 minute, we actually created like somewhat of a trend, right? We created somewhat of a trend going on right here. right? So price finally break out of the trend. So I said to myself, the next point that I want to focus on is going to be somewhere around this area, right? Because this is the next point that is, seems very important to me, right? So all I did is I just planned my trade around here. So we have a break of structure here. I already know the overall direction of US30 is buys, right? But we have short-term sells. And I realize based on this pattern that you guys see right here, usually we have this, price goes like this, goes up, it will come back down, come back respect here, and then drop, breaking that area. So this was the pattern that I was trying to go for, right? Because what did this pattern show us? It showed us that what? Price broke the main area, which is the previous higher high, higher low, and higher high. Price created a high point, and then price broke that area here, creating that what? New swing low, right? So now we have to consider as a lower high, a lower low, a new lower high, and what are we looking for next? A lower low. So I am trying to work that pattern. So at this point, this is the point that I want to focus on, right? So as you can see, this is the structure here. So all I did was went on the 5-minute, and I just waited for the trade to get back into here. I planned my trade around here. I think I did around here. I had my stops around here. I think it was like 40 pips on here. Planned my trade. I know that there's a 101 pip take profit somewhere around here. I'm okay with here. I planned it. Price pushes up. Price does its thing. Does its thing. Does its thing. On the 1 minute, let's go on the 1 minute. Planning my trade. Planning my trade as I go along. Planning my trade. I haven't took my trade yet, haven't took it because I need price to do what? Close properly, give me that rejection. So we have 1 touch, 2 touch, let's go. I realize that we have this right here, this trend growing here. We still getting what? Those lows creating, those lower highs creating. So if we break above this, I know for a fact we're going up. If price goes back below here, I know we're going down, right? So that's how I treated it, right? So price does this, does its thing, price goes back below. At this point right here on the 1 minute, I got back in. So now I know the area that I need to put my stops above. So around here, right? Because the price failed to close above here. So all I did, plan my trade around that, I think I did market execution for this particular trade, right? And the next few minutes, price just played out.
Yes, guys. So as you can see right here, these were the entries that I took. So this was the US30 entry that I was referring to earlier. That I took it right here. Also, let me go back out and let's look at right here. You guys can see, took it at 35,216 right here.
Boom, take profit hit. So that's simply what I do, right? When I'm taking sales, I like this sort of pattern, right? Because this pattern kind of gives us what? A break of structure, creating that new lower low with that new, potential, start of the trend that was supposed to be the higher high, giving us the higher low to go higher. But this is now what I consider this as what? Oh, the first lower high, lower low, the new lower high, and then we need a new lower low. But I know that right here, I think that this push from here was the early buyers in the market, right? The early buyers. So usually after a drop of a break of structure, price will come back up, touch this area, and then we'll get that sell-off. But you have to wait for the market to give you that pattern, right? You have to wait, right? So let's keep going and see what the market did. Boom. Price took all of the liquidity sitting here. Right. So I like this trade. This is how I approached it. It was a 101 pip, 101. So it was a 2.53 risk to reward. I think that's worth it. 100 pips on US30. Who can complain with that, right? So, this is my process of how I go about trading. I hope you guys like it. All right, guys. So as you can see, that was a very short breakdown of the trade I took yesterday, right? So the 3 key things that I want you guys to take from a trade is that yes, the direction that US30 was going in was to the upside. And the fact that I knew the direction, that gave me a little bit more confidence to take the trade in the opposite direction just the same, because I saw an opportunity for a retest off a level that US30 created before. And you know US30 always respect levels. And once it breaks levels, it will retest, right? So that's why I took the sell. I saw the opportunity. I saw the area US30 wanted to push into. All I did was I pay attention to the pattern for the sell. I know that I need to get out at that point, somewhere around that area. I need to get out because that was the support level and the level that it's going to be retesting. So I got out, right? But I saw the sell setup and I took it, right? So I hope you guys like the trade. You guys can like, subscribe, share, and I please need you guys. I really, really need you guys to give me those feedbacks, right? The negative and the positive feedbacks, right? And you know, you guys don't laugh at me. I got a little accent going on. I'm Jamaican. So you guys will, you know, if you guys don't understand something that I say while I'm making these videos, just, you know, hit me up in my comments and, you know, I'll let you know.